Okay, so we just have like a couple questions for you. So name one of your favorite mobile apps and like why is it your favorite?
Um, well, if we're talking about games, I've been playing Hearthstone a lot these days. It's a fantasy card game by Blizzard, and it's really well done. I used to play a lot of like Magic the Gathering when I was in high school, and so it brings that back um, in a nice way. Other than that, if I look at like less gamey stuff, um, well, the ClassCraft app is just great. but
Self-promotion.
but yeah, I guess most of what I have on my phone is games. Um, I played the Walking Dead game as well, which was really nice recently, and the Star Wars Uprising as well. So most of what I have on my phone is just games.
Actually, do you have this idea? Yeah, so our ELA teacher actually was like, "Hey guys, there's this cool ClassCraft app, so we're gonna start it." So we're like, "Oh, this is awesome!" Like the warriors and the mages and stuff like that. I was like, I'm gonna be a warrior, be like, get all those powers and stuff. Yeah, actually, I really love the ClassCraft app. It's a lot of fun.
I'm glad to hear that. What
Yeah,
grade are you guys in?
we're in seventh grade.
Amazing. I
Yeah.
think that yeah, I think when I built ClassCraft, I I really wanted to make sure that part of the magic that's in video games could come back in school, and make sure that we're driving the same kind of really great experiences that we can get from video games. Because when you look at it, like a lot of kids will spend so much time playing video games at home, but they won't do their homework.
Yeah.
So why is that? And so when we built ClassCraft, that's kind of what we wanted to do, is make school maybe not as fun as video games. I don't think we'll ever get there, but as close as possible.
Yeah. So, how did you start developing ClassCraft?
Well, I was teaching physics at the time, so grade 11, and this was like 3 or 4 years ago. And but at the same time, I also had a web development company, so I was also a programmer, and just had the idea for ClassCraft with some of my students, and we just kind of joked around about it. And I was like, oh no, we could actually do this. And so I hacked together a really crappy version of what exists today over the weekend, and then we just started playing. And then every day I was like changing stuff and making tweaks, and making the platform just a bit better. And that's kind of how it happened. And then maybe 2 years after that, I made a little website to talk about it, and 250,000 people came to the website in the first week. It started trending on Reddit, and all these gamers were coming, and then it just became clear that a lot of people wanted it. So that's when we decided to actually make a product out of it and make it available for more people. But originally, it was just something I was doing for me with my students for fun.
Yeah. Like, if you have like to get kids, like focused and into the work, so you can earn points. But like if you're quiet during your whole class, you can like pick a random event. Yeah, it really affected ClassCraft. Really affected our class because I remember sixth and seventh period used to be like the most talkative class period. But like when we come in there, we get our stuff done. It's like, okay, let's pick a random event. And actually, we get like so creative with the random events. Like one of them is play a Wii U game. Like
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
yeah, we set up like a Wii, and like we set up a Wii, and I think we're trying to get set up like Xbox, something like that. Like we're getting like a bunch of games in, so it's or Samsung. But can you tell us some disadvantages and advantages of both Android and iOS?
Are you there? I think I lost my connection.
Yeah, connection was lost. We're here, so can you hear us?
So you were saying you were getting a Wii, and you made a. What are some of your other favorite random events? I'm curious.
Hey, did you lose us?
I did. Did you?
Okay.
Who lost who? I'm not sure.
I think
as well.
I think it was us, actually. Okay, we're gonna try this again. There we go. All right, I think we're good. I think our Wi-Fi just blipped. Sorry about that.
That's fine. I know what it is. Wi-Fi in schools.
Yeah, we know it all too well. All right, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Those are done.
So let's do this. So yeah, what are some of your other good random events you've had?
What was the one I can't remember?
You can do an arm wrestle with Miss Enos.
Oh yeah, we did an arm wrestle one. Yeah. Oh, I remember we did. Like this, it was so hilarious watching them dance, and it was really funny. Hello?
Did we lose you again?
Did we lose you again?
God, that's how we're
He's gone. This is nice.
It's fun.
What's up?
He's gone again.
Looks like he's there.
Hello?
That's him this time. Yeah,
That was definitely me.
Okay. All right, we're gonna wait for you to pop on back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Hey, that's fine.
Okay, I think we should be good now.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, say random events, other ones.
Did you hear that we won?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. One time I had to lip sync a song.
Oh yeah, one time one of my friends he had to go up there and sing "Baby" by Justin Bieber. That's like the most hated song in America.
Okay. Third time's a charm.
Yeah, no, Mr. Clutch, go back this time.
Yeah, he is class.
He should have left.
He did? Yeah. Like out of the building? Yeah. Like out of the school.
Mm-hmm.
You there, Mr. Young?
Who left out of the building? I am.
We're like, we see your face, the screen is frozen. We're like, is he there? Yeah. So do you have an iPhone?
I do have an iPhone.
So what are the disadvantages about iOS? I have one good advantage, just like the new emoji.
In general, or in terms of making an app?
In general, like, yeah.
For me, I really like iOS as a platform. I think app developers, the getting through the store process is really challenging.
Yeah.
Like every time we want to make an update, it takes like 2 weeks before it actually gets live. So we have to really like plan our development cycle because the review process is so slow with Apple. Whereas on Android, like we can make a little update and then it's live, the next day. So that's been a real challenge for us in terms of just developing apps. It's also more complicated to code iOS, but Android as well. Mobile app languages are more complicated than web languages in general. So that's why a lot of the new features that come out, they come out on the web first.
I remember when my phone, like if I update it, like stuff will not work after that. Like if I try locking it, it won't lock or it just freezes up.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The battery life.
The battery life keeps getting worse and worse. Like on my iPad and our school iPads, if we all of the iPads or brightnesses are low, because if you have the brightness on high, then it would lose your battery. Like yesterday, I came into school with 100 and left school with 15% battery.
Yeah, that's pretty annoying. I think it's a real challenge for them though. Like I think everybody in the electronic space is really working really hard to make batteries better and smaller.
Yeah.
Whoever cracks the battery problem is going to be a billionaire.
Yeah. And as a Genius Squad member at this school, we fix technology problems. You will not like. We have so many kids come in and be like, my Wi-Fi is down, and we're like, it's the server's problem because our Wi-Fi has been really like screwy lately.
Yeah.
This week, so
It's tricky. The second you have, more than 200 or 300 people on the same network, it starts to become a real challenge.
yeah, that's why we have multiple networks and you're using your iPad every day because every student's issued an iPad. So if you're on that server and then everybody's on that server, we have like over 700 students right now. Yeah, it's multiple problems.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a lot of interference and stuff.
Yeah,
The struggles.
So how long have you guys been playing ClassCraft?
we actually our school district didn't issue us iPads until this year, and like right now, fourth graders have iPads in Florida.
Unfair.
Yeah, we are actually class of 2021, which is us. We have not. This is the first year we've actually been issued iPads.
Yeah.
So we are so helpless because like the fifth graders that came here, like they know what to do. Like they know what to do, how to handle their iPad. But we're like here, like how do we fix this? So
You'll pick it up super fast, though. I'm not worried about you guys.
Yeah. With this generation, we're like picking up super fast, like with Apple hacks and stuff like that. But actually, we started. Yeah, actually, we started a couple months ago with ClassCraft. And I think it was only one ELA teacher that started doing it, and I have her as a teacher, so we have her as ClassCraft. When we started doing it, and I thought it was just gonna be like, oh yeah, just like Class Dojo or it's like Google Classroom, but actually she's like, and then when Mr. Koch came in and like explained to us, ClassCraft, she's like, yeah, you could be a warrior, a healer, a mage. I remember after that class period, because ELA is a double block, so after that class period, all of the class was like, okay, how about you're the warrior, and then we'll have 2 healers and 1 mage, or we'll have 2 mages, 1 healer, 1 warrior, stuff like that. And we're like, what's going to be our team name, or what's going to be our crest?
It's cool having a team, right?
Yeah, it is actually really cool because like if somebody dies or somebody like loses points, you can like protect them or something like that. Yeah.
Well, and you've got like somebody watching your back.
Yeah.
Which you don't normally have, right?
Yeah, you're just an individual.
Yeah. So what character class are you guys?
Excuse me?
What's your character class?
I am a warrior.
I'm a healer.
Amazing.
I'm a double block. I have Mr. Koch in ClassCraft and I have Miss Enos.
I only have Miss Enos because I don't have Mr. Koch. I don't have journalism.
Do you have the same character in both your classes?
Yeah.
Is that cool? I never tried that one with my students. That came out after I stopped teaching.
Yeah.
Like they sync together.
Yeah, and like here, like the game, like it is absolutely awesome. ClassCraft, y'all get on the app.
What level are you?
We're still level 1s. I'm a level 1.
Oh my god. There's so much good gear coming. You need to level up.
I'm level 2 only.
The like level 12 gear and up is like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm still a level 1 because we only started like a couple months, like not even a couple months ago. We started like the end of October, and and like I have like 300 XP, and I've only learned Protect 1.
Oh no. You should equip that Halloween gear because it's going to go away soon.
Yeah. Equipment. I know.
I was a mage and then I was changed to a healer.
Yeah, actually, if you could hear some of the team names, so here's the first thing is Flying Spaghetti Monsters.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then we have Laughing Jiggle Coconut Monsters with an explanation point after that. And then we have SSJ, which they told us it stands for something, but we don't know. And then we have
I
the
don't know.
chosen ones. The chosen ones.
That's very narcissistic.
Yeah. And then we have the dog lords. Like, we come up with the most creative team names ever.
That's awesome.
Mr. Koch won't say this one. It's called the Cacaws.
The cacao.
The Cacaws.
Dangerous Ducks, the Moon, Yas.
Yes. The dangerous ducks.
So we're one of the things that's coming out next week is you'll be able to fight monsters in the game.
That's awesome.
I know, real spoiler, right?
Yeah.
And so your teachers will put like quiz questions, and then if you get the question right, it hurts the monster, and otherwise it hurts you. And then if the whole class manages to kill the monster, then you actually get bonus XP and stuff.
That's cool.
Mr. Koch can do my movies anyway.
They're really awesome, the monsters that we had our head illustrator Jen Lee. He has a lot of talent, and he made some really cool monsters for you guys.
That's cool. Like, I was like, they should make like mini games to play. Like mini games while you're waiting. Like, I remember we were doing a Nearpod activity, and our civics teacher, she got the question wrong, and like we did the Nearpod activity. They're like, oh yeah, you have to do this, like something like that. If when you do the activity, you answer the quiz question. If you got it wrong, you have to like go into battle with a monster.
Yeah, it's coming. We have a lot of good ideas coming to make it even more interactive.
Yeah. So is there any questions you want to ask us?
Well, sure. What's the Genius Squad? What do you guys do?
So we are basically a student-run like organization that goes out on campus to help other teachers with their tech problems. So like
teachers or students?
Who picks the students?
No, you help other teachers or you help other students?
We help other teachers and like
teachers and students.
Like we have students come in like the media center because Mr. Koch is also one of
He's our leader.
Yeah, he's also a tech genius. So they come in to help him. So he's just like, oh yeah, go see my Genius Squad. So like we help them with different stuff. Like if you're having a problem with like say ClassCraft, we can like help you fix that, and like because so other teachers don't have to come and like stop their class to come and help you, or like you can continue with your lesson plan for that day if technology is not working. So you don't have to like change your whole lesson plan.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Yeah, teachers can actually book us on the website.
Yeah, we have a website that we can book appointments on that we can book us.
And we get emails.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys are like real professionals.
Yeah.
How many are you?
There are 13? No, not 13.
And how do they pick you? They pick you because you're like good with computers?
No, well, you fill out an application. I actually didn't have to fill out an application. I was actually asked by Mr. Koch if I could be a Genius Squad member. Yeah. Like, I remember when I was picked to be a Genius Squad member, that's when we were like, still like developing Genius Squad. Like, we didn't have that many members yet. It was just a couple of students and some teachers. That was like the beginning of Genius Squad when I came in.
Yeah, the teachers are starting to get together from all different schools and starting to develop.
Yeah, and actually, where we live, Lecanto, they actually have Genius Hour, where you do a bunch of stuff in an hour. So they have Genius Hour, like you do like app reviews or like we have Tech Tuesdays where you do an app review on an app. And
they get posted onto our site.
Yeah, we get posted onto our site. We put it into Edmodo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what apps have you reviewed recently?
I actually I've been slacking on my Tech Tuesdays.
I did hear pot.
I actually was thinking of doing Kahoot
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of teachers are using Kahoot now, and like it's a fun way. Like ClassCraft is a fun way to learn because I remember in science we do a Kahoot every unit there is when we have a test coming up. So
You use that for like revision and stuff.
yeah, for revision, and I get really competitive with Kahoot. Like, I'm always on the leaderboard, and I'm always number one. Like, I remember I was in for an appointment in sixth graders on a sixth grade teacher's class, and she had a class there, and they needed help with Kahoot, right? So they're like, so she's like, you can play if you want. I was like, okay. So those sixth graders are really competitive too, but I beat them all. And I stayed on the leaderboard the whole entire time, and they all got mad at me because I didn't let them play. And the teacher's
That's interesting.
like, "Oh, she's okay."
Do you think something like Kahoot? So when we built ClassCraft, one of the things that was really important for us was that it was motivating for everybody, and so that like even if you're not like the greatest student, you can still do okay because your team is doing okay, and you can you can kind of like behave really well, and even if you're not a good student, you'll still like level up and stuff. And do you think that like something like Kahoot is like demoralizing for people who lose all the time? Like, what if you always lose at Kahoot? Wouldn't that suck?
Yeah, I feel like that's why our teacher brought in ClassCraft is to help those kids that have that are not the greatest students that they still want to feel like they're included. Or I mean, I think she brought in ClassCraft because of that reason and to get people bring a fun way into learning and
Mm-hmm.
like
Get people involved.
yeah, to get people involved because I remember there was only a couple students that used to raise their hands. In her fourth and fifth period, she was telling us that they're really chatty. She teaches advanced DLA and non-advanced DLA, and her fourth and fifth period class are the non-advanced DLA. Are you in her fourth and fifth period?
Yeah, we're loud.
Yeah, like
Like you see our HP go down and down and down.
yeah.
Yeah.
Always complains about her fourth and fifth period, but then she always used to complain about her fourth and fifth period. But then when she added ClassCraft, they've been more focused, or the kids that are not doing well have been more focused because of ClassCraft. Because that like spark inside of you that, oh yeah, come on, I have to get more points so I can level up, and I can get more equipment and stuff like that, and like learn more powers.
Has that been your experience, Michael, as well?
Yeah, like if we get answer right, because more people start answering questions because she gives you XP if you answer a question right.
Yeah, if you
Did she pick you out like random with the Wheel of Destiny?
yeah.
Hack.
We get creative.
Love that.
We actually I remember one of them was like, all mages lose 5 HP, and she's like, I'm just gonna pick another one. And then so it had one team must raise their legs 6 inches high up in the air for 1 minute, and if they do not do it, they lose 300 XP.
Oh wow.
And this was hilarious because one group got picked, and another girl from another group, she was like, she got a ruler, she was like measuring their legs high up how high they were up off the ground.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We have one. So I'm in Canada, right? And this one's not in the game anymore, but originally it was in the game, and it was you have to open the windows for the whole class. And so we got that one, but it was February, and I swear it was like, I don't know, it must have been like 10 degrees outside. and like after like 10 minutes, everyone was like, can we close the windows? And I was like, no windows closing. And finally, at the end of the class, like my lips were like blue, so cold.
No, I one time this girl got a random event that said if she wanted to say something, she had to say it twice. So she went the entire 2 blocks
Oh, that is hilarious.
without saying
Oh
any
no.
without saying anything. But she had to go to the bathroom, right? So she raised her hand. She's like, "Can I go to the bathroom? Can I go to the bathroom?" And it was hilarious. And she did not say anything else after that.
That is really funny.
And
What?
our teacher called on her, and she she did not say anything. She took her iPad, wrote it on her iPad, and like put it up in the air for the answer. It
Did
was
she write it twice?
yeah.
She would have to write it twice.
No, she said if she said anything twice, if she said something, she had to say it twice. So it was hilarious.
I have one where everybody had to speak in rhymes, and but it was the day that I got that one. It was a class where it was mostly like lectures,
Mm.
and so everybody had to like ask all their questions with rhyming. But I had to do the whole lecture rhyming. But I was like teaching physics while rhyming. It was pretty challenging. Let me tell you. Every time I missed a rhyme, I had to give everybody 50 XP.
Oh.
So yeah, it was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fun. I think that there's like, it's cool because like you never know what's gonna happen, right? And then like you're like, oh, I wonder what the event's gonna be today. And I feel like some of them aren't that fun because they're more like everybody gains hit points or whatever. But some of them are just crazy. Especially like I had my students keep making some all the time, so that was a lot of fun.
When our ClassCraft, when we were students to our ClassCraft, our teacher had us write down a bunch of events down on a piece of paper, and she put all of them in. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, that's awesome.
Our team had the most weirdest and funniest.
Well, it's cool when it's your event, right? Too, as well. Like the one that gets picked.
Yeah, like you know what's happening. You know what's gonna happen if it's your event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it?
Yeah. Like they're like when she picks a random event, or she has to like pick a group or pick a person. Like we're all looking around the room, like who's gonna get picked. And like there's some people that are like, please.
That's awesome.
So like with ClassCraft, you actually get points in education, and you get a good workout too.
That's right. I had one that was a wall sit competition.
Oh, I hate wall sitting. I cannot wall sit.
This was every minute you wall sit, you get 100 XP.
Oh,
so it was crazy. People were wall sitting for like 10 minutes. I can only last like 30 seconds. I'm really bad at it.
I remember in elementary school, they were all about like wall sits and exercising. I would like sit there for like 2 seconds and get up. And like then like the teachers would look over there. So like every time the teacher turned, I would like go back into my wall sit position. Like I would cheat of not doing wall sits.
Like sit down and watch him.
Yeah.
Not impressed. Not impressed.
I remember before we got into middle school, he made us run track every Tuesday and Thursday at the elementary school across the street, and that's where I used to go. And I used to just walk the whole thing. I was like, yeah, we don't have to do this, he doesn't care. So I just used to walk the whole thing. And then when I got into middle school, every day you have to go out on the track, and our track is huge. You have to go out onto the track, and you have to run 5 laps on the track.
Terrible.
That's a lot of laps.
Yeah, you have to run 5 laps every day, and if you're late, then like she'll take points off your grade. So I was like there like heaving and like trying to run to get before 5 laps, and then she would run behind you. Our gym teacher, she runs behind you, and if she passes you, then you get points taken off your grade. I was like, oh my god.
Like she does a triathlon every weekend.
Yeah, she has like a marathon or a triathlon or a 5K like every weekend.
She really got back.
Man, I wish I was in shape like that.
Yeah. Actually, she got run over by a car.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah. Her back was completely shattered. So she does a bunch of charity work and stuff.
Yeah, they told her she was never gonna run again.
Yeah, they told her that she was never gonna run again, the doctors, but she wanted to prove them wrong, and so she does triathlons, 5K, marathons. She actually, I remember, did she say she came in first place for Ironman? She did.
That's crazy.
came in first place.
After she got hit by a car.
Yeah, after.
Wow.
Yeah. So she's like and she's allergic to wheat, so she eats healthy. I was like, oh my god. She's like she's allergic to flour. I was like, she can't eat eat anything with flour or wheat in it because she's allergic to both of those things. I was like, so she like eats really healthy. She only eats like vegetables. I was like, don't you ever crave a cookie sometimes, or like you walk into an ice cream store? She's allergic to dairy too.
She doesn't walk into ice cream stores.
She doesn't walk into ice cream stores. Or when you're shopping, you know, you go like you look it through the ice cream aisle, like. Don't you ever crave any of that stuff? Like, she's like, no, I'm all about the veggie. I was like, I cannot eat vegetables. Like, I don't know how you do it.
You should get XP for eating vegetables. Would you eat vegetables if your parents gave you XP?
Yeah. Yes, I would. If my parents gave me XP, I would eat anything if they gave me XP because I really need to level up.
That's hilarious. So what's been your biggest challenge this year in terms of tech? Like, what was your biggest problem?
Wi-Fi.
That you had to solve. Yeah.
Wi-Fi and just students not remembering their passwords to anything. Oh. I remember.
That's annoying.
Yeah, when we first issued iPads this year, every single day there would be at least 5 students each period coming in. I forgot my password. I'm locked out. I don't know what to do. I'm like they cannot. And one of my friends, he cannot remember any of his passwords. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a sheet of paper. I'm gonna write all of your username and passwords down for you. And I was like, here. Every time you need to look.
And then he lost the paper.
Ooh, you look at this, and I'm OCD. Like if you see my binder right now, it is color coded in each section, and the papers are neatly stacked, and I don't lose anything.
Mm-hmm.
But the only thing I cannot do when I'm OCD, I cannot keep my room straightened out and clean because I travel. Yeah. I travel a lot. I like every Saturday we're either in like we're somewhere out of our town, like we're in Orlando or we're in Tampa or we're in Miami because I do dance and I do dance competitions and then we're either in one of those to do a competition and then I always have I have bags that are not unpacked. So I cannot.
That's a pretty. You're living a pretty full life there.
Yeah, I'm really busy. I remember one time at lunch, my friends were like, "Hey, let's have a sleepover this weekend." I was like, "Yeah, I'm not free until December." They're like, "Geez, you actually have a life." I was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty busy," because it's just like event after event.
I don't know though. Sleepovers sound like fun.
Yeah. Actually, all girls do at sleepovers is just watch TV and eat food. We don't have pillow fights, you know.
Yeah, but it's a lot funner to do that together, though, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Sometimes I just find myself staring and going through Netflix and I've already watched everything and there's nothing else to watch.
You should set up a VPN and then you could watch Canadian content. If you change, if you could fool Netflix with thinking you're in another country, and then you can watch other stuff.
And change your Netflix settings.
Yeah.
We actually share an account with someone, so we don't have to pay the $10 every month. Yeah. We share an account, so we have them pay, and we just watch for free. I think that's what everybody does. That's what literally everybody does. They share an account on Netflix.
I don't know. I have one for my family. I don't share. And
they don't even we share with my aunt and uncle. They don't even watch it anymore because they made a big move from here to North Carolina. Mm-hmm. They have this Google TV thing where you stream everything. I was like, and they're when you're streaming it, the picture really sucks because it's all blurry and stuff. So I was like, I'm not going to watch this anymore. Because with the streaming thing, they get movies before they're in theaters. So I remember before they were in theaters, we watched Jurassic Park together. I had to go back and watch it on I have the DVD right now. I had to go back and watch it because I didn't know anything was going on because the picture was so bad, the quality.
Yeah. Yeah, you're better off just waiting.
Yeah, just waiting till it gets into theater.
Hmm. Well, it's nice going to theaters. It's like this collective thing where you're with all these other people watching a movie. It's cool.
Or you just go alone and you just go for the popcorn.
Yeah, but there's other people in the room with you. Like
Comforting.
Yeah, it's comforting.
Like,
the
one of the things that I think about when I go to movies is like, oh, there's all these other people in this room that I don't even know, and they're all watching the same movie together. Isn't that like a weird thing?
Yeah, we are. It's like we all have this interest in the same movie.
Yeah.
Together.
And we're never gonna talk, and we won't even like look at each other, but we're all together doing it at the same time.
You're deep. Like I don't think about that when I'm watching the movie. I'm like I have popcorn.
Well, it's interesting because with ClassCraft we spend a lot of time thinking about like what is the experience. And one of the things with going to school is that it's this social experience, right? You go to school and you're in the room with other people, some of them you don't even know, and you're all doing the same thing. It's kind of like going to the movies. And then, so for us, like, it's like, well, how do we take that and transform it into a group thing where everybody's, working together and has common goals and is having fun together. And so,
yeah,
maybe I think of that because I'm thinking of ClassCraft all the time.
Yeah. Like I don't think about that when I go to the movies, and especially the best part of when you go into movies is the trailers. I remember, we went to go watch. I don't remember, but we went to go watch, and the Batman versus Superman trailer came out. I was like, we have to go watch this. Come on. Yeah, so I really watched the trailers, and I don't know if other people do this, but like I remember when the Disney, the expo came, the D23 expo, when it comes.
Yeah.
Can I have your attention, please? Teachers, please be sure to check your email as soon as possible. Teachers, please be sure to check your email at this time. Also, if you're a band student,
Oh, it's for the
parade tomorrow, have not picked up your uniform. Please go to Mr. G's room at this
Yeah, our
time.
band's having a parade tomorrow,
If
the
you're a
Veterans
band
Parade.
student, have not
Oh,
picked up your
I picked up.
uniform
Oh, awesome.
at the parade tomorrow, please go to Mr. G's room at this time.
Yeah, oh yeah, we have like the announcement that came over the PA. Like,
I heard it was about the parade for Remembrance Day.
yeah, Veterans Day.
We call it Remembrance Day in Canada.
Oh,
We remember.
there's this Indian Canadian YouTuber. I don't know if you've heard of I Superwoman.
No.
She lives in Toronto, but
Yeah.
she said she was telling me that they have Mediterranean. There's a Mediterranean salad Mediterranean wrap at McDonald's in Canada.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm like, that sounds nice. And you guys have like different bills than us.
We have a bunch of different things. Where I'm in Canada, everybody speaks French.
Oh,
Nobody speaks English
French with
except
them?
me. Yeah. I actually, when I was teaching in French.
Oh.
And I mean, you're in Florida, right? You guys are in Florida, right?
Yeah, we're in Florida.
You get a whole bunch of French Canadians go to Florida in the winter. It gets full of all our old people go to Florida for the winter.
Yeah, I live in a community called Black Diamond. It's like a really exclusive community. Their Tiger Woods actually comes and plays on our golf course. Like it's reserved for him. And there are a lot of people. There's a lot of old people that live there. They're like retired old people that come down from the north to come spend the rest of their life here in Florida.
Florida's a pretty agreeable place to be.
Yeah, but like if you lived in Florida your whole life, because I remember I was born in North Carolina and I came down here and I moved down here and when I was like 2. And in the winter, it didn't even get cold at all. it was like I was like, what is this? This is like regular in North Carolina. This is like regular weather in the winter. And I see like and then I see Floridians wearing these big coats on and like they have scarves and hat. I was like, this is not what cold weather is.
Nope.
Yeah. and then I got used to it. I was like, and then I'm 12 right now, so like and then I've gotten used to it after 10 years. So it's just like now I'm the one that comes out with the big, like, it's really hot outside right now and I'm wearing a sweatshirt. So yeah.
Cool. So, what else has been new in the Genius Squad?
Actually, we actually have interviewed the creator of Edmodo. Yeah, that was fun. He did that one. I was supposed to do that one, but he thought he's in California, so he did it. He was in Eastern time, so, or Pacific, I don't know, either one. So he didn't.
How did that go? Was that interesting?
Yeah, told some interesting things about their updates and how they created it for teachers.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when they first introduced us to Edmodo, they were like, and our tech teacher was like, oh yeah, it's just like a Facebook for kids. And when I told my mom, she's like, I don't want you being on this app if it's a Facebook for kids. I was like, no mom, it's by teachers. She's like, oh. So she freaked out when I told her it's about a Facebook for kids. But it's actually educational, like we actually use our Edmodo for NJHS meetings and stuff.
Unfortunately, the music is now playing with me.
Yeah, actually, our bell just rung, so it was
Okay.
It was really great talking to you. We had a lot of fun.
Tomorrow we get the day off.
Yeah, we get a day off tomorrow.
It sure was.
Yeah. Well, thank you for letting
Amazing.
me interview you.
Have fun with that.
Thanks
Yeah.
for speaking.
And good luck leveling up your characters.
We'll get there.
We will. We'll get there.
Eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
There.
Thank you so much, Mr. Young. It was such a pleasure talking to you.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Bye, Falcons.
Bye.